When you look around, what are you seeing in your community, among your neighbors, your family? What about in our country, in our world? Let's pause and reflect a bit. Violence, threats, chaos, hatred, distrust, angst, fear, uncertainty. What else? I often wish we could have a conversation in real time so I could hear what your responses might be. If you could bring anything to impact and change what we are experiencing, what might you bring? What might you become? Who might you become? And how might you relate to the chaos of our culture? What kind of folks, if they lived among us, might offer a different way of living? Model a new way of living that can change the temperature of the life that we share together. Okay, I'll share with you, at least from my perspective, who could make a difference and how we might make a change. Becoming peacemakers. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Becoming a peacemaker. Living as peacemakers. So, what is a peacemaker? What am I talking about? I found some of this online, but not bad. A person who brings about peace, especially by reconciling adversaries, or a person or a group or a nation that tries to make peace, especially by reconciling parties who disagree, who quarrel, and who fight. By definition, a peacemaker is someone who brings about peace. They possess a profound understanding of the power of dialogue, empathy, and reconciliation. In action, being a peacemaker means working to prevent conflicts, to mediate disputes, creating environments where mutual understanding and cooperation can thrive. By addressing the root causes of conflicts, peacemakers pave the way for positive change and social transformation, promoting stability, justice, and sustainable peace. 2 from online, 1 from a dictionary. Does that sound like someone you need in your life? In your community? Does that sound like someone you could be to your family, to your circle? Here's some words of encouragement from one of Jesus's followers, Paul. It's in Hebrews 12:14. This is the Passion Translation. In every relationship, be swift to choose peace over competition, to run swiftly toward holiness, for those who are not holy will not see the Lord. What a great reminder of what we need to be choosing. Forget about competing with each other, not trying to one-up somebody else. Those aren't healthy ways to build a relationship or community anyway. And to discern where our focus needs to be and do so. The easy-to-read translation says Hebrews 12:14 this way: try to live in peace with everyone and try to keep your lives free from sin. Anyone's life who is not holy will never see the Lord. Wow. Those are challenging words for us, right? Not easy at all to live into. To live in peace with everyone. Can we? Do we want to? Or can we find ourselves being stubborn? He does say to try, but do we even try? Interesting that he equates this with being holy, that our attitude, our attempts at making peace say something about our relationship with God. if we don't even try to make peace with everyone, what might we be missing? It's worth pondering and reflecting and initiating a path towards peace, a path towards God. Once again, I think Eugene Peterson speaks to us so plainly in ways that it's hard to miss. This is the message, Hebrews 12:14. Work at getting along with each other and with God. Otherwise, you'll never get so much as a glimpse of God. I don't know about you, but I would relish more than a glimpse. I find it healing to enter into the presence of God. I need to experience these moments of presence. So I will try to live together in peace with everyone, no matter how difficult and challenging it may be. And I invite you to join me on this journey. Pray with me. Gracious God, you are amazing, loving and gracious, forgiving and merciful. We are not. And in the world that we live in right now, it is really hard to be reactionary, to respond and to react instead of to be redemptive and forgiving. May we seek the path of peace. May we become peacemakers in the midst of all that's going on, whether it's a family disruption, people don't get along, don't share the same views. How do we make peace? How do we listen? How do we make space? If it's in our community where there are factions between different cultures, different communities, different authorities, how can we speak? How can we stand with? How can we be peacemakers entering into those conversations? And in our world where we see the tension growing more and more daily, it may seem impossible for us to speak into that, but we can. Each and every day, instill in our hearts the desire to become peacemakers, to experience your presence, allowing you to transform us, allowing us to see the holy in the moment and become peacemakers to those around us. Thank you for your grace. Amen. Now, Kathy, I invite you to teach us, remind us of a breath practice that we have experienced or a new one, so that we can breathe in peace, breathe in courage, breathe in hope. Thank you, my friend.
For today's breathing, we're going to practice sitting as still as possible. So start in a comfortable position where you can be still. And just allow your breathing, your natural breathing, to take you to that place where you find your soul inside, deep inside. Notice how your body takes a breath and then lets go of it. Now bring your attention back to the outer part of your body and notice how, as you inhale, your body expands, particularly the torso, and on the exhale, the body contracts. Allow that to keep happening. Keep your attention there. Release your practice with a big sigh. Thanks for breathing with me.